Again, on the Ghana Chronicles, yeah? So we've ordered a cab to pick us up from the airport. My man basically came in a smart car. I don't know how he thought we was going to put the luggage in here. These Ghanaians, bro. Different breeding. It's all hitch up in the back.
If you are from Ghana, you know what this has to do with this.
Hello Charlie, in today's video I have some African Americans and other foreigners sharing their experiences living in Ghana, and also I've started seeing that the diasporans are coming, like they are coming, and also other foreigners who are coming for the 30 December. So we should watch out. Let's go into the video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe.
I had a perfectly fulfilling life in America, but I just packed up all my stuff and moved to Ghana. It wasn't an easy process, and it took me several visits here to actually move, but it was so worth it, and I'm glad I did. It took me about 3 years of visiting first and getting to know the area. I wanted to make sure I had a job before I came here. I wanted to make sure that my house had all the amenities that I enjoy: hot water, air conditioning, washing machine, those types of things, before I just came here. But I'm so glad that I made the decision, and I really thought it out. I really was strategic with my planning. I shipped a lot of stuff here so that I was comfortable, and it's been working out for me.
If you're going to do business in Ghana as a woman, there is no playing nice, right? Like, no matter how nice you are as a person, your customers, especially if they're men, are gonna have to fear you. And it's sickening, right? It's sickening because you may be just a girl. You may be very cutesy, very demure, very fun, very nice. But to do business, you have to turn into the Wicked Witch of the East. I'm sorry, you do. Otherwise, what you're going to deal with are men who don't take you seriously. Men who think instead of sending in your payment, they could flirt with you. You haven't even sent funds? You haven't even sent money that you owe me. And you want to flirt? I just think that's absurd. It's just the audacity sometimes. In my next life, I might want to be a man because I want to experience audacity like that.
And y'all can't be trusted. Ghanaian men? My sisters, don't even try it. When I was in Ghana, right, I was with my peoples, right? And literally, even though I was with someone, the Ghanaian men did not give a rat's ass. They didn't give a shit. They were still literally trying to get with me while I was with somebody. The moment the person turns around for 2.5 seconds, they winking, they saying all these things. I'm like, bro, you don't see the man right here? And he can fight too. I'm like, Jesus, I don't want any conflict. I don't want any issues. This is wild. This is crazy. I never seen nothing like that. Like in New York, they be wild and they crazy. I'm just saying. You will rarely see a man trying to talk to you while you with another man. But in Ghana, y'all don't give a rat's ass. I don't know if the men in Ghana are just like, listen, this is my opportunity. This is my chance to shoot my shot. I ain't never gonna see Shorty again. But like, pump your brakes. Like, pump it, please. Please, where are the morals? Huh? Bring them back, okay?
The way my schedule has been so busy and I haven't even had time to run my mouth? Well, guess what, y'all? Ghana is in the news again. So my friend called to tell me about her Uber experience while she was in Ghana. Now she places an order for some food, right? Uber driver arrives, but I guess it was a bit of confusion between her and the driver. He proceeds to ask for her forgiveness because his phone is broken. Cool, things happen. So she tips him on the app, and plus she gives him some CDs in person. And I think that's where she did a little bit too much. He said, oh, you got money. You tipping me in person and on the app? And this is why sometimes you just can never be nice to people. So he finds a way to start talking about this phone issue that he's having again, right? Why did he ask her to give him the money to fix his phone? Ghana, we just got to do better because I'm just tired of hearing foolish stories. To all of the Uber drivers in Ghana, do not pull up to your customers asking them for nothing. And that should pretty much solve that. Let's talk about it.
Culture shock number 10. I grew up with a dog, like a family pet dog, and she hated me and I hated her. It was fine. It was a mutual relationship, whatever. When I moved here to Ghana, there are a lot of stray dogs. There are a lot of stray cats. There are goats everywhere, chickens everywhere. And I grew up with like friends who had like the traditional dog or cat, but also grew up with friends who had chickens, friends who had like hamsters, friends who had snakes, all of that stuff. And I'm sharing this because recently I've been trying to convince my husband for us to get a dog. Because here in Ghana, the amount of dogs you'll see, especially in my neighborhood, there are so many little puppies. I just want to take them all home. The American in me wants to take them all home, wants to raise them up, train them, all of the things. But as soon as I tell my husband that, he's like, what do you know? We're not doing what would, because in Ghana, majority of people or families that have dogs or cats, they're not indoor, like they're not seen as pets. They are there to like keep away intruders, unwanted visitors, whether that may be like humans or other animals. They're not meant to be like how Americans treat their pets. I've seen people or Americans who like they keep their dog or cats in like baby carriages, who they literally treat their pets as a little baby, as part of the family basically. And so I'm having a little bit of like, I'm fighting with myself because obviously the Ghanaian in me is like, why would I want a pet? The American in me is like, no, I want to take all of these goats, chickens, kittens, and dogs and bring them into my house. I want them all. I want them all. Like, they're so cute. Have you guys, like, I'm not sure if Americans have seen baby goats. They are the cutest looking things. They are so cute. They're a bit dumb. But anyway, I just wanted to share that culture shock with you because in the US, you will rarely ever see a stray dog or cat just roaming around. But if you come to Ghana, they're everywhere.
All right, I'm still here in Africa. I want to talk about the car differences, the car culture differences. The first car culture difference is the blowing of the horns. When I'm in a car here, the drivers just blow their horns consistently, okay? And I understand it is meant for communication purposes, but it's scary to Americans because in America, if you're blowing that horn like that, it could be a sign of disrespect to the other drivers and create what we call road rage. And oftentimes these road rage incidents end in very, very bad results. Okay, so people get hurt. So I get nervous when they're blowing on the horn a lot here. I got to get used to that because they're communicating with each other, and their blowing of the horn like that is a sign of disrespect to the other drivers. The next thing is, especially Ghanaians, they leave their cars unlocked. When they park their cars, they leave them unlocked. And as you know, in my culture, you leave that car unlocked, especially in certain cities, you will not see that car again. They will literally steal that car. You leave it unlocked and go in the house and go to sleep. You get back up, that car probably won't be there. And if you call the police will ask you the same thing. Or if you tell them you left it unlocked, they would look at you like, are you serious? You would really leave your car unlocked? They would think that you set the robbery up yourself. Okay, and finally, I catch a lot of taxis, cabs, and Ubers here in Africa. Why is it that the car fuel level is consistently low? Okay, you know, with it being consistently low, I'm just wondering, do they understand that you're destroying your fuel injection and fuel pump if you keep it consistently low? That's definitely different because they're fine with it. The E is always, the indicator is always blinking. They're just driving and enjoying themselves. And I'm nervous because I'm like, is this car going to stop anytime soon? But in general, still enjoying myself. But the car culture here and there is definitely different. All right.
Okay, so something that we need to talk about in Ghana more is how women are literally the backbone of the entire economy in Ghana, but they're not going to get the credit because they're women. I cannot tell y'all how much money is being made on these side shops, at these roadside shops, like all throughout Ghana. It's billions of dollars is being circulated every single day throughout Ghana. And I don't usually see men opening up these shops if I'm being real, like, let's be real. It is normal to see a woman, she carrying two babies. She got one baby on her back. She got another baby she's carrying on her arms while a gas tank is on her head, while she got a bag of rice in the other arm and just walking like it's normal. Meanwhile, her husband is somewhere out at some chop bar chilling, waiting for work, playing Ludo or whatever they be playing. Bro, like, we got to talk about it. Women really are the backbone of this entire economy, bro. But it's like they're not going to get their due respect. And it's time to have a conversation, bro. For real, for real.
Is it just me, or are these 6 culture shocks for people visiting Ghana who live in the Western world? Part 1. Flexibility. I found people in Ghana to be flexible. I wasn't used to people having the patience or time to help me beyond what their job requires. Community. It is normal to greet each other. Hello. How are you? I'm fine. Are you fine? Not that that doesn't happen here, but I just felt this greater sense of community that can't really be put into what identity. I remember when I first came to Ghana and I was in my ride going to where I was staying, and I looked at the billboards, and to see people who look like you and your people on every corner is a trip. From the drivers to the shop assistants to the other professionals to the lunch options to the outfits, I had never experienced so much Ghana in one place. Comment any culture shocks that you've experienced, or just like this video because I will share part 2. Is it
third attempt trying to relocate to Ghana? Come with me. So I woke up early and had to drive myself to the airport, but my sister followed me and she said bye here. I was obviously super excited to leave this cold-ass country, so I'm saying bye-bye very happily. So I checked in my bags and tried to find some food and also some last Swedish water. Now this same water almost crashed my whole computer because I spilled it in my bag. Luckily it was fine and I could do some work during my transit. And here I'm waiting for the flight to Ghana. I was so ready to sleep. I just wanted to eat and then sleep, but the food was shit. I woke up after some time and saw this and was like, yeah, we're almost there. That was a lie. Something was wrong on the screen. It was 4 hours to go, but anyways, eventually we finally arrived, and this view makes me so excited when we're about to land. This is not so exciting though. Here I was waiting for my friend to come and pick me, and she finally came and we were en route to my apartment. And then I got ready quick to go out for some drinks, and then we headed out in the Ghana night, out and about. Spend the day with me as a remote 9-to-5 worker living in Ghana. So I start my day off with a coffee and some journaling. Then I get ready to go to the gym that's in the building. It's quite small, but I'm just using the treadmill for now, so it's good for now at least. Then I get home and I shower and the work day starts. I mean, I still work for a European country, so my day-to-day life is, European. But at least I get to go for a walk and get some coconut water to hydrate my body. But then I was back to work and I had meetings all afternoon. Finished off, and then me and my roommate went for a walk. That's what we're trying to do every day, watch the sunset, and then we get home and we eat and we relax.
Ghana Num Adu o num num Aha num adu o num num Apem aha num adu o num num Adu o num apem aha num adu o num num Aha num adu o num apem aha num adu o num num Millionum ahanum aduonum apem ahanum aduonum num. Meda asepi.
Y'all, so Ghana was a time. In my last video, I stated that I was an upcoming R&B and Afrobeat artist from the Bronx, New York. And when going back to Ghana in January of this year, it made me realize that I've accomplished enough in New York from performances and collabs, and it was time for me to experience something new. So, with that being said, I decided to move to Ghana after 17 years. So back in May, I decided to make the decision and was like, in 5 months, I'm gonna move to Ghana. I started organizing my stuff, packing it up, put it into storage. I literally quit my 9-to-5 and worked an off-the-books job at my childhood beauty supply. Literally working like 10-hour shifts daily just so I could save my money. Cause I'm like, I'm gonna go chase my dreams and it's gonna work out for sure. I was buying stuff here and there, shipping stuff. And I was so grateful that I had the opportunity to have my parents like support me. At first, I didn't tell nobody, but I was like, hey, I'm gonna have to let y'all know because I'm going across the country. You know how they get. And during this time, I moved from like literally like one apartment to another apartment, yet it still didn't feel like home. I was like, yeah, New York is not it anymore. So like, it's time to go. During this process, like, I was so at peace. I was so happy. I was excited. I felt so many emotions. Also, it wasn't my sad girl era because I was facing like a whole heartbreak. But I'm just so grateful to God that when I came in January, He let me experience that, like, this is my home and this is where your heart belongs. So I packed up my stuff. Luckily, I had an amazing roommate and my beautiful cousin helped me pack my stuff so I can ship it out and I can get ready to go. I'm like, I'm gonna leave it all behind, you know, and just see what happens. I'm so grateful to God for all my friends that supported me, my family that supported me, like everybody that's literally like, just go and do it because this is it. This is gonna be great, a great experience for you. So I'm here now and let's see how it goes. $1 and a drink.
We are going to Ghana.
Accra.
This is Stephen, who I met 4 months ago.
We think 4 months ago.
In a membership club in the middle of London, and we got chatting. And then 4 months later, I'm going to
Ghana. Together.
For an entrepreneurial festival. How fun. And I have no idea what to expect, but I'm very excited.
Whoa. Ditto. We've arrived in Accra, Ghana. Lots of people being met. There's Nikki. Her hat sticks out nicely, so you never lose her.
Good morning from Ghana. This is Stephen. We flew here last night. It's really exciting to be here. We're just having a walk around and we're just talking about health and safety. Look, these guys on the roof. We're honing on that. Look at these open sewers, dirt roads. We're in a very kind of ordinary suburban neighbourhood, which is really cool. I feel like we're nowhere near the tourist area. Morning, ladies. So this is my breakfast. First breakfast in Ghana.
Belinda.
Yum. Good.
Yeah. Tasty, a bit of protein first thing in the morning. Can I see you walking with it? It's amazing. Bye, Belinda.
Alright, y'all, look, y'all gotta come with me to Accra, Ghana, man. Come on, let's do it. You know, we starting off in Nashville, from Nashville to DC, DC to Accra. So from Nashville to DC is probably like an hour and 15 minutes, 2-hour layover, and then boom, right to Accra. I think the only thing I would say about the flight that was bad was one person almost passed out, and the food. Other than that, man, just sit back, relax, take a little melatonin. It's cool. A couple of bathroom trips, but it ain't that bad. I think altogether it's about like 9 hours and some change. Yeah, y'all see right there. It was some like nasty pasta, but it's airline food, man. You can't expect a 5-course meal unless you want to pay for that thing. But halfway there, it was beautiful landing in Ghana, man. It was just like back home. Anywho, made it to Ghana. Safe, turbulence wasn't that bad, a couple of bumps, but overall, I'll give it a little 9 out of 10 flight. Happy to be back home, happy to be around my peoples.
Now, this lady I know about we your business, like we're diaspora now, over Ghana now we your business. You don't give anybody face, like especially the men. Charlie, here people just feel free. Oh, you are doing your business, be serious with the business. But when they come to, especially the men, they will come with stuff like that. Yes, not something that with a kind of experience that you have experienced abroad or the lifestyle that you've lived in abroad, it's not the same thing as like here. Because of that, you feel like here too should be the same. Honestly, this is how Ghanaian men are. So I understand if you are doing your business, you can do your business, and also let them know that this is business that you are doing. So if they are like they are there to flirt, you can politely let them know that no, you don't want that during business time, and perhaps they can do that maybe after or whatever. I don't know, but I don't know how they do some of these things, but I understand. Not mixing business with pleasure, so that's understandable. But Ghanaian men here, they actually everywhere they see woman, they want to talk to you, like everywhere. They don't even care whether it is everywhere they want to. So it also depends on the way you compose yourself, you understand, like the way you carry yourself, you understand, because certain women, if you carry yourself in a certain way, and even the men themselves, they see your posture, hardly would they even approach you or even try to even flirt with you. So it's something that it also depends on you. If you become too friendly, in their minds they think, hey Charlie, it seems like this lady is kind of interested, but maybe you are just being nice because you are doing business, you want to just be nice, but they don't see it that way. So I understand. And the guy that is talking about women in Ghana are the backbone of Ghana's economy, that is very true, because Charlie, if you go to our local markets, and even when it comes to the street hawkers, like me 70%, 60-70% are women, 60-70% or even 80% are women. When it comes to our marketplaces, all the big KGT, all the big markets that we have, most of them are women. So the backbone of Ghana's economy there, that is very, very, very true. And they don't get like the credit that they deserve. They don't even get it. And it's very sad. It is very, 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 very true. And the American man that was talking about the horning, Charlie, when it comes to our street for the horning there, even here it is a bit less. The other time I shared a video of a Nigerian also complaining about like when he horns, drivers complain. So I didn't like, you don't even know, but everything that happens in Ghana, it happens times 10 in Nigeria. So that's how it is. Thank you so much for watching.